and welcome to Star Lighthouse. I'm Prashant, and this is weekly reading for Sun, Moon, Venus rising in Capricorn. This is a generic read, so please take all the messages that resonate with you and leave everything else behind. And if this reading does connect with you, there is an extension to it. The link for that extension is below the description box. I hope you like the reading, and if you do, please do like, subscribe, and share. That would be very helpful. So Capricorn, how are you doing? How was December so far for you? Hopefully you're able to get into some sort of holiday spirit. Maybe you were able to connect with your family, friends. Like if this was a tough year for you in case, like maybe you would find some silver lining in it. Alright, Capricorn, let's focus on the question in your mind that's keeping you awake. Take a deep breath. Exhale and let everything else go. Just that question in your mind. And maybe this reading has an answer for you. Let's see what's going on. King of Wands. Finding your innovative true power, or actually learning about your true value, market value. Being blocked by like the situation which would lead to that being blocked by. Truly believing in your own sun. It could be like you might be testing your power, or you might be transitioning into, what I mean power was over here is like your true intellect, in terms of how much information you can ingest and can actually use that for like in a correct analytical purpose. Past situations, Page of Coins, looking for a new opportunity to explore, expand your abundance. It's like investing in your future. Mind's ambition, finding Ace of Swords, inner clarity, which is a good sign, especially when you're looking towards moving towards your sun self. Sun self is all about understanding your intellect, your strength, your abilities, and your true power. Then you want to use that kind of like innovative, authentic, magical self of yours. There needs to be like a true trust, true belief inside your mind that these abilities will work whenever you need them to. Heart's Desire, Seven of Wands, looking for more opportunities to, in fact, even if there is any sort of competition, to grow past it. That's where like it's in King of Wands, it's a card where if you are part of like a huge large, like if you're part of a large scale industry, in that kind of a scenario, learning your true value, true market value, and how much your craft is truly appreciated, your skills are truly appreciated, learning that, then realizing, once you realize, okay, some of these people are already appreciating me, so this is my knowledge bank, this is my wisdom. Start trusting that wisdom, then it takes you to a new level of understanding, okay, what kind of opportunities am I attracting? Once you start understanding those opportunities and how you're attracting them, that further increases your trust into the wisdom, into the knowledge base that you have gathered over years. Sun is all about believing that the knowledge that you need to be successful truly resides within you. And once you do that, once you start believing in your true knowledge base, in your true self, in your true intellect, expressing that and growing past any sort of competition in that industry becomes easier, because now you're expressing your authentic nature in it. You're not worried about how it will be perceived. Rather, it's about the message you want to send. future situations. 10 of coins, abundance. So that should not be worry over here. Actually, that's a very good sign, especially when I just said that when you're expressing your craft or you're finding opportunities from here onwards, it should not be about the result, because you, in a way, are guaranteed it. From here onwards, it's about the message that you want to put across, or how you want to truly express your consistent sun self. A message that consistently emits out of you. If you look at the sun, it's like there is a sort of routine towards it. Even if it's seasonal, there is a routine towards that. And there is no, like, other than climate changes that we're experiencing, if you think about an overall picture, there is no difference in what sun is emitting. So you become that consistent true self. And that doesn't change. When you get to that position, then you're truly expressing what authentic version of your sits inside you. And once you do that, the results are automatically guaranteed, because no one else can showcase that thing. It's a unique power. So going past your competitions would become easier, and that should not be a concern too. At this point, your concern should be all about finding that Ace of Swords, the complete self-trust within yourself. Truly understanding that what you're expressing is your true version. And there can be no discrepancy, or not even a single, any sort of an external thought that might manipulate your message. Manipulate in a sense like it would alter your message to be more people or other, like external serving. Rather than being external serving, try to be self-serving and try to find that self-trust. And here I'm talking about, like, not the don't be philanthropic. Rather, I'm talking about when you're looking for the message, the knowledge, the answer to your question. It should not be about, once you get that answer should please everyone else. It rather should make sense to you. And once it starts making sense to you, the message you send across becomes your authentic message. Suggested advice. Ten of Chalices. In context for this advice, fortitude. So you would find all the support, emotional support within yourself, or even the relationship, while you are moving towards expressing your true nature. You might be attracting the right partner, especially if you're looking on a twin flame journey, you would be attracting the right person towards you. So have patience, have fortitude. Again, that can be looked as result of the equation that you are in right now. But in this moment, you should focus on the process of getting towards your sun self, rather than looking towards the result as to how much abundance, the twin flame that you are attracting. That should not be your focus. The focus should be transitioning and finding that self-trust, self-belief within yourself, that you trust every instinct that comes inside you. You believe all the knowledge that you ever needed to be successful, you have already gathered. If there's something to be happening in the future, you will get that information by then. But in this moment, you have all the information you need. Now make a sound decision based on that. And this is what you should feel like in every situation, in every moment. Once you start doing that, that's when you are truly a sun, truly a consistent being that shines consistently in the same manner. And that's what attracts all these planets and their moons towards it. So don't focus on the result. Focus on becoming that sun. Hopes and fears. Five of Swords, fearing some sort of conflict. And that's conflict, I think it seems like your own inner conflict. And that's very natural. It should not like you should not be too self-critical when you go through the phases when you are questioning those instincts, because when you start moving towards a side where you start becoming the sun version of yourself, when you start trusting all the knowledge within yourself, then you're essentially moving out of all the groups that or groups, communities, societies, peers you were ever part of. You're truly finding your own identity. When you do that, it's an extremely daunting process. It's not like a piece of cake. It's not that easy to walk through. It's like not bed of roses. No, it's a process that would constantly test you. Do you truly believe in yourself? Do you truly trust that you can be patient and let things come towards you rather than you chasing them? Once you start chasing things, then you are actually looking for validation outwards. Once you start receiving things, then you start understanding the validation, like the purpose of looking validation inwards. So can you wait for the moment when you start receiving things rather than you start chasing every possible avenues? That's where, if there would be mental conflicts, and they very likely would be, when you start moving or walking this path where you are truly asking those questions within yourself and truly finding that clarity within yourself, choosing consciously not to ask external validation. It's not that you should be closed off from every information that should come towards you. No. Let all the information seep in. But the perceptions that you're forming are your own perceptions, and you should not get them validated by an external party. Because then you are asking someone else's perception, and then you're letting their perception be more valuable than yours. To be a sun, no one in this, but in your solar system, in your star system exists that has more powerful perception than yours. So can you believe that? And that's what the conflict is. And it's a cyclical process. Once you believe in instinct, it would take you to a new place. That new experience might intimidate you and might make you want to go back to an old self. Staying in that new version, not fearing the experience, rather enjoying it. That would give you more trust to the instincts. These more sound, solid, established, and trustful instincts would then now take you to a new place. So now you understand it's a cyclical process. It would constantly test you, because the newer places you keep going towards, the more your instinct would keep getting sharper and smarter. And they would start understanding more and more how to perceive it and understand knowledge that comes towards you. The only thing that keeps you stuck in the old situation is fearing all the new experiences that you would gather in your life. It's an interesting conflict that the mind goes through. The mind always wants to seek an experience that it has never did. But because of the fear of any sort of failure or never meeting a success, because that sort of definition has been inscribed in our head from like ages, like ever since we were born, we were told that you have to be successful, you have to become someone in your life. And that kind of made us constantly not choose a path which has a new experience. A new experience more or less likely would come with a possible failure. But can you look past that failure and can you understand and appreciate that experience? Or would you retort to someone's old book, follow it book by the book, and try to just live their life? This is the mental conflict that you would go through when you are trying to find that 100% certainty within yourself. That self-trust where you start looking for all the answers and validation inwards. External perception has no stage for inside your own head. Like everything is just belongs to you. All the perceptions in your mind belong to you. You let information, facts seep in. That's it. Then you form your own perception. You're not seeking external validations for it. Once you understand and respect your own perception, that's when you start sharing them. That's when you start truly expressing its value. That's where your consistent sun will start emitting out. Potential outcome: Knight of Coins. Moving towards your ambitions. So, this reading has a full trust on you that you will move towards the right place. It has a full trust on you, this reading. The only situation in this scenario that's pointing towards is the inner conflict that you're going through. At any stage, if you feel there would not be abundance in the future, or you would not find love in the future, release that. In the moments when you feel alone walking this self-trusted path, walking this path towards your sun, in the moments when you feel alone, imagining the abundance coming towards you would help. But believing that you have all the strength you need within yourself to walk that desert is truly what would you take you through that moment. And understanding that walking this desert is truly needed for you to become this shining star. So start trusting your instincts. You have to start believing that your reflexes are part of your own mind. It's not someone else telling you anything else. Just that you have stopped trusting them because you started following someone else's footpaths, started living life by the book defined by someone else. That part has to be released. Once you start releasing that, it's a daunting experience because your mind now is hit by all the situations which it has never experienced or was closed off to in the past. Experiencing new situations always brings anxiety to us. It's not unique to anyone. It happens to everyone. Experiencing a new situation would always bring you anxiety. But understanding that enjoying the experience is more important. And once you start enjoying the experience, this anxiety goes away. And the enjoyment of the experience gives you so much of rush of emotions, excitement that you previously had never experienced. That excitement further validates your instincts. So start believing them and start telling yourself this thing, that all the knowledge that you need in this moment sits within yourself. Let information seep in, but not perception. You will move towards your shining sun self. Capricorn, I hope this reading resonated with you. And if it did, I have an extended. In the extended, I would further look at how to start believing in your sun self, message from the animal spirit and oracle, timing related to the abundance coming your way. All of that is in the extended. Link for that is below in the description box. Capricorn, I hope you liked the reading, and if you did, please do like, subscribe and share. Thank you for joining me and have an amazing week.